Watch me rock. Let's kick it. Ew, 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 ew. Let's go. I'm gonna hit that again though. Let's go. Oh, that was like at the same time. That was really good.
That was cute.
Yes, but it's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Yes, it's Thursday, 7 p.m. It's here. If you're here with us, amazing. This episode, we have something extra special spicy for you. We have the beautiful Miss Mindminx in the building.
Hi. How are you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So we're here. We're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
We're drinking coffee. This is the first time in my show. No, I've drank coffee in my show, but I've never drank coffee with my guests. So this is my first time. Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't think I've ever drank coffee with my guests before.
Oh, I love popping cherries.
I love it though. It has such a like coffee chat type of vibe. Like, you know? So yes, everyone that's with the check-in right now, please, tap in, join the chat room. But we're gonna start this interview, my love.
Okay.
We're gonna go for it.
I'm used to being on your side.
On the other side, right?
Yeah.
I felt like that too. When I've been guests on people's shows, I was just like, I get that feeling. It's like, oh man, but it's all chill vibes. The first thing we're gonna do, love, is what did you do today? Let's talk about your day.
My day? Oh God.
Yeah,
Well, I
no
do.
pressure.
I still have a regular 9 to 5 like everybody else. So
Okay.
I had to work today.
Okay.
But when I got up, I went to the gym because I work out every day.
And I've been seeing that
Yes.
on the IG.
Yeah.
I see you with the motivational songs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, girl. I be watching your videos. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck up. I gotta get my
love it.
life together.
Well, there you go.
I'm that serious. Because you be in there early.
Yes.
I noticed
I'm
that.
there at 7 a.m. and then I come home, get my kid ready for school and get myself ready to work, get myself in the office and do my little 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then I came home and got ready for you.
Yes, love that. Love
I
that.
took a shower for you.
Okay. I got extra clean. So I'm kind of, I guess so, like, for the viewers to know too, because like before we really dig into the journey, like on like your entertainment, one thing I want to do is give you so much kudos, because I remember I don't know why, I just never saw you posted on IG, and I think you just physically showed me one day. You're like, no, like I lost mad weight. And I remember you showed me a picture and I was like, no way.
Nobody recognizes
I couldn't
me.
believe it.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing you posted on IG. So it's just like, just so the viewers know, because I feel like this is motivation, girl.
Okay.
How many pounds did you lose?
I've lost a total of 145 pounds thus far.
Wow. A whole human being.
Yeah, a
Whole human being.
Yep.
Mid-size. Everything. I'm like, there's so many levels to that. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel?
Well, I feel great.
Yes.
But I still have a lot of dysmorphia because like I still see myself the way I was.
Okay.
And it's only until I see the pictures from before that I'm like, oh, okay, that's a whole different person.
Kudos.
Thank
Can we
you.
get another hand clap, Mark? Because like
you.
honestly, like you showed me that picture and I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, that's not, and then like you're posting up all these other pictures that I didn't see, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
I guess if you could tell the viewers a quote or something, something to have them keep going, as motivation, what would you say to people that are watching right now?
The only person that you have to beat is yourself. So just keep going. Be better than you were yesterday.
That part. I like that. Because it's like, what do you say to someone like, I get tired from going to the gym, but it's like when you're there and you're like hitting and you're like, yo, I'm already at this point. Why stop now?
Right.
I always get curious, like, how do we connect with that type of community? You know, how could we give them something motivational? It's like, if I did it, you could do it too.
Well, I'm a real person. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not, rich. I'm not, I'm just an everyday. I was a
Not
mom.
rich yet.
Not rich yet.
Yes.
I'm not a celebrity yet.
Okay.
I was a mom. I was like a football mom, baseball mom. I'm a regular person. Yeah. So
She's like,
yeah,
I'm a regular girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, from the suburbs,
Okay.
driving my kids around.
Driving my kids around. Yo, I got like, because the car, like, yo, get in the back. Just get in shut the door. Just shut the door. I get like, yo, let's go. Okay.
So I think that's the part that is the most motivational, because there's plenty of celebrities and super beautiful people that are doing posts or whatever. And it's like, that feels unattainable.
Yeah.
Plastic
I'm
surgeons,
approachable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm approachable. My life is so vivid on Instagram and on TikTok that it's relatable.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's motivating a lot of people. And I didn't realize how many people I was motivating until I started getting message after message after message on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on TikTok. I was like, what? I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know. I was doing it for myself. I was keeping myself accountable by posting it so that people would be like, you didn't post today. Did you work out today?
Yeah.
And it turned into, thanks for posting that. I'm going to try this now.
I love that. It's like, it's 5 o'clock. What's Mindminx doing?
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock. I love that. And that's a great way to hold yourself accountable. It's like, did I post anything today? Because it's like, now you're like, okay, like, you're kind of doing it for more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we could go into this the whole time. You know, I just wanted to give you your kudos for that, because that's such an accomplishment.
Thank you.
That's a big deal, girl. So we're gonna jump into, I guess, like the first things of the first. Mindminx.
Mm-hmm.
Where does this name come from?
All right, I'm not gonna get in
I've
trouble.
been waiting for
Okay.
like to ask you this question.
I won't get in trouble. I can curse, right? Because
yeah.
the definition...
Girl, already cursed 5 times. Go. It's your turn.
All right. So, because I got in trouble with the FCC once for cursing. Because my name, the definition of my name. So if you look up minx in the Urban Dictionary, it's supposed to be a young, promiscuous woman.
Okay.
But I don't want to fuck you physically. I want to mind fuck you.
Okay.
So that's where it came up. And saying mind fuck or mind coitus is just like, which is what people are like, well, say mind coitus. Like, no, it doesn't have the same effect.
I like it.
I'm a mind minx.
Okay.
So
how long did it take you to come up with this name?
Not long. Like, I knew that's what I wanted my name to be. I've had that handle since I created my Instagram, I think in like 2008 or whatever it was that it became available.
Yeah.
And that's why there's like, how everybody has to have like an underscore or a number with their I don't have any of that, because I was the original one to use
like,
that
I
name.
am the OG.
I am the OG.
Okay. Yes, I love that. Okay, so Mindminx, and we came up with it very organic, very for ourselves. So you're saying that we came up with this name in 2008?
Yeah, whenever it was that Instagram became available. If anybody wants to do a quick fact check of whenever that was.
I think definitely, was it 2008? 2008, I was definitely 18. I'm like, yeah. Was I using IG at 18? Yeah, because I feel like that was the year of like where people were letting go of Facebook a little bit.
Right.
It was like that weird transition.
Instagram, yeah.
It's like, we don't want to post on the wall no more. We're posting pictures.
Yeah.
And this is when IG was only accessible to iPhone users.
Really?
Yeah. When I'm not bugging. Tell me if I'm bugging, anybody who's watching. But when IG first came out, I'm pretty sure that it was only accessible to iPhone users.
Well, I guess I had an iPhone.
Yeah, it was iPhone users, and then I'm guessing that was right.
Oh, yeah.
And then it became accessible to Android users, and then
everybody else.
Well,
is there anything
it went
else?
through phases.
Okay.
IG went through phases.
Do you remember the original logo for Instagram?
Yes.
Like the old Polaroid.
Yeah, it was like brown. That it looks like. I guess that's an emoji now.
Yeah.
I think that's an emoji. But I remember you used to not even be able to write captions.
Really?
Yeah. So everything was a phase. It was like it went through a phase of caption, and then a phase of writing comments. That was never a thing. DM. That was a new thing. You were never able. Yes. You were never able. I'm thinking about this now. in Instagram a long time ago, there was no DM, no direct message or nothing. So when you had to write a message to a person on Instagram, especially if you guys wanted to write something private or whatever, a lot of people used to go through an old ass photo on Instagram and then comment so that it would get your attention. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was the only way you were able to communicate. It's crazy. So, all right. So 2008.
Wow. Yeah.
IG.
Yeah.
What, like, were you just like, I'm going to be an entertainer? Like, what was going through your mind at that time?
Nothing. I was just a mom at that time.
Okay.
I was just,
So this was just the IG name, like as if it was your AOL name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Love it. Screen name vibes.
Yep, that was my
I
screen
love
name.
it. AIM vibes. Anybody who knows about AIM.
But AIM, it was Calliopeia.
That was your AIM name? Calliopeia?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Well, it was like my own play on Cassiopeia.
Okay.
So that was like an astrological.
Okay. I don't know too much about that. I'm just like.
I'm big into that. So that was like my play on it.
Okay. So what is your sign?
I'm a Libra.
She's a Libra.
But Libra is only part of the whole picture.
Okay.
So my sun sign is Libra, but my moon sign is Aries, and my rising sign is Sagittarius.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so you have more fire than air.
Yes, I do have more fire, but air breathes into that fire. So
Okay, makes it stronger.
yeah.
Or could blow it out. I'm just like, where are we going with this?
No, definitely breathes fire into it, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we made the IG name.
Mm-hmm.
When did we transition to like, hey, I want to actually talk on a microphone?
All right. So this, we got to go back. So in 2019, I first separated with my now ex-husband.
Okay.
And I moved out and got my own apartment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was living
the life.
Yeah,
yes, I was.
Like, I'm out. Not looking back. The door.
I got one of those apartments on the top floor of the brand new buildings in front of the
shit.
Red Bull Arena that, you know, like I could see the pool from my living room. Like, no, I was living the life. I was rooftopping it every fucking night.
Wow.
I was loving that.
I want to be like you.
I want to be like me again, too.
Okay, so we get our own apartment in 2019. So what's going on? Like,
So I'm having fun. And then all of a sudden in 2020, here we come with lockdown.
yeah.
And we can't do anything. I'm living by myself, literally by myself. So I'm like, how do I? Well, I was still in the office because I was considered the industry that I'm in. I still had to work.
Yeah.
So fuck all y'all that got the extra check. I didn't.
I'm dead. She's like, no stimulus, no soup for you.
Nothing.
No soup for you.
But I was bored, so I would FaceTime with my friends and my family, and I think I'm hysterical. Contrary to some other opinions.
Okay.
But we would have such great conversations that we're like, we should put this on Instagram Live. Like, I feel like other people would enjoy this too. And they did. It was very well received, to the point where I would start having conversations with friends that'd be like, oh my God, can I talk with you on Live too? And they would be, like an interior designer or, a real estate agent, just fun conversations.
Yeah.
And then I tried doing like the co-hosting thing, and I got thrown under the bus so many fucking times that.
What do you mean?
Well, so
I'm like, girl, you can't start off with that and not finish that. She's like, I got thrown under a bus. I'm like, why?
So I was working with people who felt that, I don't know, like I was their property.
How, Sway?
You want to clarify a little
Well,
bit more?
they would make me feel like I was their employee as opposed to and literally would tell people my employee. And when I would find this out, I would like, what the fuck did you just say? Last time I checked, the whole reason people are checking in is to see my face, not to sound conceited, not to see yours. And I'll show you who I'm talking about later.
Okay, I was about to say.
But so I ended those ties. And then I tried again with somebody else, and they just fucking up and disappeared. I'm like, wow, this is the most.
What do you mean disappeared?
Literally just.
I'm like, what do you
one
mean?
day just disappeared. Like, it was great, cohesion. And she was just like, what? I don't understand people. So my
But like a studio just up and went?
No, like literally just like disappeared. Like, you know how like a guy will ghost you?
Yeah.
She just fucking disappeared. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So my producer at the time, his name is Kaz Akbar, he said to me, dude, why do you feel like you need somebody? And I didn't have that confidence. So he's like, no, you're the one that carries everything. Just fucking do it on your own.
Yeah.
So I did. I started interviewing people on IGTV Live under the name Sofa Social.
Okay.
And, you know, I started interviewing different people from different walks of life. And a friend of mine who's an artist who had his artwork chosen for the flags in Rockefeller Center, I interviewed him. And he talked about his story about, you know, his artwork getting chosen. And an actor friend of his saw it and was like, oh, dude, I want to get interviewed. I was like, all right. So I interviewed him by the name of Vinny Cuevas. And he is always like, thank you so much for always bringing me up. I'm like, how could I not? You're part of this story. Like, there is no The Mindminx show if there wasn't, you know, that interview.
Yeah.
So Vinny loved our interview so much that he introduced me to Mike, who is the owner of Mix Vibes Radio. And Mike is now, you know, we met, we sat in studio. He's like, we had a phone conversation. He's like, I'm a horrible salesman. Just come into the studio. And I did. I fell fucking in love. That's the one and only done deal. And
you said it's Mix Vibes Radio?
Mix Vibes Radio.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out
to Mix Vibes.
So you go to the studio.
Well, so we were in studio, and then he's the one that came up with, he's like, I was like, it's called Sofa Social. He's like, no, it's not. He's like, it's called The Mindminx Show.
Hey.
Yeah. Like and so that is how The Mindminx Show was born.
Okay.
And it's been skyrocketing ever since.
So it's like a whole like roller coaster.
Yeah.
And you're still on it.
Yeah.
You're still on it. I love that. I love that. Okay, so we're interviewing people.
Yep.
We found out how you created the name. So I do see some activity in the check-in. Shout out to First Class, Second Place, the long-awaited collab between Spicy Minds. Love it. Thank you for the support, my friend.
Shout out to First Class, Second Place.
Yeah, shout out to Jason, definitely. So I'm like, I want to get into my questions because I feel like I had like more in-depth ones.
Okay.
So we got a little bit into that, love. So how did you feel the first time you ever recorded? And like, be honest, like for real. Because for me, it was like, I remember I was like nervous, like I was going to throw up, but then like I couldn't. So I was just like, damn, I got like all this expensive ass equipment. I can't do this. All right. I got to do it.
So I have a question for you. The interview is coming on. When you did your very first show, was it just you and one other guest?
No, it was actually, so I was part of a radio station called A Squad Rebel Radio in Newark.
Okay, I've heard of it.
And there was a show, there's still a show there, Blaze and Smith show. And shout out to Blaze, he definitely put me on. That's one of the main people that I feel like definitely put me on to radio. We were like on the phone, and I'm not gonna lie, I even spoke about this on Jason's show a long time ago before he came to Bravery. I remember that story. It was just like, you know, we were talking on the phone, and I'm not gonna lie, I was high as hell. Like we were just like on FaceTime, and I was smoking a blunt, and we were talking about like topics, and he was like, yo, like you give me good topics, like come on the show. And I'm like, all right, but I'm thinking like I'm just gonna chill, just how like your friend over here, you know, just chilling behind the scenes. And I get to the studio, and I walk into the room, and in the room is like a television. Like obviously the viewers can't see this, but the television just like this. And there's like a sidebar just like going like kind of like a marquee. And at the time, this is before I create the Queen of Spice, like the IG name was created. It was like this old name I used to have called Joplin. So it was like special guest Joplin. I'm looking at that. Girl, I was like, and then I couldn't do anything because we were already live. I was on camera the whole time.
So you had to be.
I walked in the room. I was like, and they were like, nah, you sit right there. I was like, so the first, you can still see it to this day. The first like 15 minutes, you just see me like. And then I was like, you know, fuck this. I was just like, I could talk.
Good.
And then I fell in love. But I was nervous. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know, Blaze like started playing music, and he started dancing mad crazy. He's like a really good dancer. So I was like, I'm not dancing. I'm not doing that. So I just stood there, and I was like,
aw.
But at the end, like they had gas. It was a great show. But I remember I was nervous. So nervous. My stomach was in my asshole. Yeah.
Wow. Well, so for me, no. What I did for my first show, I planned this whole fucking thing. So everybody.
See, that's awesome.
Like, it was like
Structure.
a reunion. It was a reunion of everybody who has ever been on Sofa Social came out. So I had, you know, a professional wrestler came out who's a very good friend of mine who, you know, he came out to support me. You know, my friend who's a podcaster in Bucks County, PA. She's huge, you know, blogger out there.
You had mad support going
I had
in.
mad support, you know, people calling in for me. I had the entire studio packed.
Yes.
So, you know, I had a comic book creator. The amount of people, like everybody that I had interviewed was there for me that day to show me support. So my first show was literally introduction of me and the show.
Okay.
And it was an amazing time because I always feel like I'm talking to my friends. I don't feel like, you know, I'm talking to a stranger.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you felt good. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm confident. Feel good about this.
Like my nerves are there until you see the live sign go on.
Yeah. That's how I feel now. Now it's like it's like driving a car. Like I'm like ready. I know what to do. But that day, oh my God. No, I was so nervous. I was like, why did you do this to me? And so blindsided too. I just walked in the room, didn't even know. I opened the door. What if I was like, I did something embarrassing? Like, you know, that's how I was. I felt like low key. I was set up that day. Like that shit was wild. All right. So we were confident the first time we ever did the radio show. Were we live? Was it edited?
Yes. No,
Okay.
well, no, none of my shows are edited.
That's awesome.
So it is from
That's
beginning
something we
to
have in
end.
common.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I was always live.
It doesn't, you know, there's no need to. So it is what it is. Some people have asked, like, will you? No. We are a real show.
Okay, I love that. It's like not scripted. And I love that. I love that. A lot of people, like, I noticed that with podcasters, it's like you have podcasters that do live. You have podcasters that do edited, and then you have some that do both, you know, but it's a difference, you know. It's like when you're live, you're engaging with like your viewers and stuff like that, and you can't take it back.
You know why I like going live though too?
Why?
Because when people watch it on the replay, they almost feel a little bit jealous that they missed it on the live.
A little
and it gives
bit.
it incentive for them to be there next time when it's live.
That part. I agree with that 100%. I never thought of it like that. So that's a good perspective. I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So we're going to talk about mistakes. Just because this is like the vulnerability part. You know, I feel like this is what makes us like that growing step. You know, it's like do's and don'ts. Can you share with us some events that maybe were a sad turn of events when it came down to like podcasting? Like, was there ever a scenario that you could remember? It was like, I learned from this day.
Well, there's a couple of things. So,
and no names, you know, we're protecting the innocent out here. But
well, you know how petty I get. So I'm going to
dead.
describe them in detail, and then you can guess who they are.
I'm done. Okay, so let's share a story.
So when I was first starting, like this is like my first summer, I had a friend who was very, very supportive, Richie Esquiche, and he, you know, would connect me with people to interview. And he connected me with one dance instructor.
She's like, dance instructor. What type of dance?
Hip hop.
Okay, lit.
And she was actually really a great opportunity, a second hint.
Okay.
And, you know, but when I spoke to her, she was like, you know, you don't have a lot of followers. I don't know if I should do this. But I am a good, you know, marketer. You know, I market myself very well. So she's like, all right, I'll go on. But, you know, I need you to buy me a fucking tray of fruit. And she like, I had to roll out the red carpet. I'm like, dude, you're like a has-been, but okay. You know, I did it. I'm brand new.
She wanted presents.
Bruh.
She wanted presents. Yeah, bruh, exactly.
Okay.
So I did it. Because
Where'd you buy the fruit platter?
well, so I have actually a really great connection. Boards by Daniela. Check her out.
She went out.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm thinking she went to Walmart.
Oh God, no.
And like grabbed a little platter for
No,
them.
no,
Like,
no.
listen, ma'am.
I called Boards by Danielle and I said, "Can you put a little charcuterie board together for me?" Because I was
Love that.
trying to impress, you know.
Okay.
Which I had no problem with. It was a great interview. Not gonna lie, she has a great story, and that that's my motto. Everyone has a story to tell, so tell it with me. So she had a great story, and she was in a new film that had just come out. If I say this, I'll get into a lot of trouble, so I won't say the movie. But Lin-Manuel is a pretty big part of that movie.
Okay,
we'll leave it at that. And let everybody else figure out.
The shade.
So it would have been a great story had it ended properly. So it did. The interview was great. We took great pictures. She loved the interview. She loved the charcuterie board. I think I even bought her a cannoli from the little Italian spot because we shoot in Queens.
Okay.
In Whitestone. And
so you went to her?
No, my studio is in Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Right now we're remote. And I'll tell you that story later. But when I first started, our studio was in Queens, in Whitestone. So I was driving out to Queens every week. And so we're done or whatever. And she never followed me back. But I was so new that I was like, all right, no problem.
Like on IG?
Like on Instagram, yeah. Yeah, she was one of those. But I was still a newbie. So I wasn't going to, start any issue until...
Wait, even after the show?
Even after the show. Until I realized she was following the radio station. Oh! My producer, whom she never even met. Oh! My now ex-husband. Oh! But you're not following me? Fuck you, motherfucker.
Wait, how is she following your ex-husband?
Well, because
how that came about? Whoa.
Well, because at the time we were together.
Springer.
At the time, yeah, that was super Jerry Springer.
You're for real. That's funny.
Well, we were together at the time. After quarantine, we got back together for a short amount of time. And he was coming to me when my show first started. He would actually come to the studio with me. Okay, so he was there that day.
Yeah.
So she followed everybody else. My producer wasn't even there. I haven't even seen my producer at that point since like before quarantine, and she starts following him. Bruh. But she can't follow me.
Bruh. And you're probably like tagging her on these things, so it's like more awkward. It's just like, so you can't even say.
Oh no, I forgot. Well, exactly.
No, like
she can't say exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I said something in the most politically correct way I possibly could. I said, hey, I want to thank you for a great interview. And, as Latinas, another clue, we should support each other. And I'm hoping you'll follow me back. She read that shit. She never followed me. So thank you.
Did she reply?
No, she never replied. She never responded. She never followed nothing.
Oh my God.
So I unfollowed her. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I would too, because at that point it's like, I mean, it is what it is. It's like, for your career, you're going to interview people and like, we're not in control of people's actions, but that's like so petty. You know what I mean? Because it's literally like a press of a button of your hand. Yeah. Like, it's not even a big deal like that.
And now the people that do follow me, I have become very, very like, if I follow you and you don't follow me back, and I'll give you a good 3 days. I understand people are busy. I will fucking unfollow you. I don't give a fuck.
When my name come up, respect it.
Yeah, exactly.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy though. That's a lot of days.
I give you 3 days. Everybody's busy. I know what busy means to me, so I give you those couple of days.
Yeah.
I appreciate that people aren't on social media the way I may be. So I give you that grace. But after that 3rd day, fuck you, motherfucker.
For real. So then what did you do with her episode?
It's still there because she's a big name. And her son's an even bigger name. Another clue. Because he was in the movie. Another clue.
I'm dead. That's crazy.
But
if you were ever to see this person again.
She wouldn't even recognize me.
No. Oh, because you look completely
different. I probably look different, but it's like one of those things like.
That's not nice.
No.
That's not nice.
Oh, that was different.
Well, you know what? You learn from it, so what do you feel like you do now? You give it 3 days to follow someone, make sure that it's all like copacetic in that way. Any other things that you have learned with podcasting that you feel like were situations there's like, I gotta learn from this one too?
Well, so one thing, so there were these two, I interview a lot of artists, actors, comedians, politicians. That's the only place I get to talk politics is with my, on my show. Nobody else will let me talk politics.
I'm dead. I mean, it's religion and politics. It gets touchy. touchy.
I know, but nobody will. I remember we did an impromptu podcast here, and that was the one question I had. Can we talk politics? In unison, everybody said no.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
God, please, no.
You got to. You should make a sound bit from the unison no.
Then you said that came out with a no. Okay, so you said that you were.
So I was interviewing these young artists,
Okay.
and I had them on twice because they're really great singers, and they actually added a third person. So I interviewed them once, had great interview. They're like, "Can we come back because we added a third person?" I'm like, absolutely. They smoked before they came on. Now, if you can smoke and still hold a conversation, no problem.
Yeah.
These kids could not. It was like pulling
So they came
teeth.
like fried.
Oh my gosh. It was like pulling teeth. So like I made that rule. If you cannot carry a conversation while imbibing in your choice of, whatever,
Yeah.
then please don't. Wait till after.
So what did you do? Did you still have the interview?
Yeah, it was like pulling teeth. Luckily, I can have a conversation with a rock, so.
I'm done. That's funny. I was in the same scenario as that. But I don't want to like put anyone down, but it was like the same scenario. It was like a couple years ago now. And it was like they just came like under the influence now of what? I'm not sure. But that feeling is so like because it's like yeah, like you're not in control of what they could do, and like
Right.
you're trying so much to be upbeat and positive and adapt and evolve, and it's like their energy is just down, or like the answers are too short, and it's like, what do I have to elaborate on? And then you start just asking just random questions just to like get something on film, and it's just yeah.
Well, so I don't mind the random questions. We actually have a deck of cards
Ooh, nice.
that asks those random questions, which are fun because they're conversation starters. So I do that if like there's especially a brandy new artist that I can't Google much on, you know what I mean? So
Just to like have like some icebreakers
something,
for them.
so just something to talk about, something to fill the space.
So what would you do if a guest agreed that they could have the show, but they still came fried? Would you give it a chance? It's like, all right, you know what? Let's still try it. Or
Yeah, I guess we would have to. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I've never scrapped a show prior to us taping.
okay.
I have scrapped a show after.
Okay.
I am that petty.
Like
Like,
your brand.
yeah, it's there's a whole show that's gone. So like if you see the numbers, there's one missing.
I'm dead. She's like, go for the one that's not in sync. All right. So I see we have a little bit of activity in the chat.
Nice.
A little bit of activity. I do see here we got vegan wine. She got that sandwich wagon. She needs some pickles. Amanda, please let me make you a sandwich. I'm done. I don't even know where Amanda is. I'm like, what the hell? That's funny. So we're gonna go into the next question, my love. So what era did you grow up in?
I am a Gen Xer.
Gen Xer. What does that mean?
So I was born in 1975.
My brother was born. Okay, so your 20s were
The 90s.
95.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Late 90s.
Wow, that's awesome. I love the 90s.
Yeah.
But I was a kid in the 90s. So
I was in college in the late 90s.
when you think of that time, right?
Okay.
What do you feel like? What would you keep in fashion and what would you burn?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you would
hated-
keep nothing.
Yeah.
Why?
I hated the bell bottomed. I had like those Popeye looking shoes that I like. They were like
Popeye looking shoes. I'm trying to think like, what does this look like? I'm like, yo, the Popeye had shoes. I didn't even know if he had, and he had muscles.
So they had like
yo.
they were like the big bubble on the toe.
Why?
I don't know.
I was
that
like,
was
wait,
just
what
the
brand was
style.
that?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I have no clue. But like, yeah, no, I didn't like those bell bottom. Yeah, I wore them, but it was definitely not. I definitely like today's style.
Okay.
Like I'll be 70 years old still dressing like this.
So you like more millennial, or would you say Gen Z?
I don't know.
Because I'm a millennial.
Okay.
So like when you say our style, Because it's like, I was thinking about this. I'm like, everything is starting to change. So I feel like millennials made skinny jeans cool again.
Okay.
The whole skinny jeans.
Okay. Yeah, I love skinny
Tights,
jeans.
black tights,
Yep.
yoga pants. Yeah, that's a millennial thing. Yo, yoga
Right
pants.
there.
He's like, I'm
Right
wearing
there.
them right now.
I'm wearing
That's
them.
definitely a millennial thing. Yoga pants. What's definitely a millennial thing when I think of fashion? Skinny jeans.
I love skinny jeans. I hope they never go out of size. I swear to God, if I can't find skinny jeans, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
But see, that's the thing for Gen Z people. That's like chuggy. That's like
I know. I saw
cringe.
the episode when you were talking about that. I'm like, what the hell
I'm
does that mean?
Like I talk like that's the fashion now. It can't be skinny jeans. It has to be like a wide leg, something.
Well,
like,
that was what I was wearing in college in the late '90s.
like baggy jeans or skinny jeans.
No, the bottom,
baggy,
yeah,
like Jenko jeans.
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay, so you
With
would
those
not keep
Popeye
any of
fucking
it.
No, absolutely not. I would not dress like that ever again.
Even the original like Steve Madden's. So like chunky shoe.
No, God, no. And I loved them. Yeah, I loved them. I've tried them on just because I remember loving how I looked in the sandals that had that really
It's
chunky.
so chic.
I know. You know,
you're not
it's
into
not.
it?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm more the black leather jacket. Like I'll wear this. I remember wearing this probably exact same outfit in the middle of July in the city going somewhere, and somebody stopped me and they're like, "Aren't you hot?" I said, yes I am, but I committed to the outfit. I committed.
Yo, you funny. Yo, Mindminx is funny.
Thank you. I'm so glad that we have that on recording because somebody keeps telling me that I'm not.
Oh, Amanda, she's in the check-in. You're Miss Baby Girl. It's my best friend Amanda. Oh my girl. I'm dead. Little action. Shout out to Amanda out here. Always being a main supporter on the show. You would miss the last episode, but I'm so happy that you're here, baby girl. So yeah, so skinny jeans are the shit.
Yep.
Okay, so I got a question, girl.
Oh,
Because
God.
now you
Okay.
got my mind working. I'm
Okay.
getting spicy. I'm waking up.
Okay.
So if we're trashing the fashion that you would be attracted to, what type of guy were you attracted to at that time?
College frat guys.
What does that look like? Like, what does that look like? Put me in there. Like, what's your typical, like, if you had to like piece together a doll, you know, like clothing. Are we going with highlights, no highlights, spiky hair?
Wait, are we
loose
talking
hair?
about then or now though?
Then. Yeah.
The guy, oh my God, there was a range of guys that I was dating.
Oosh.
But I was dating. I didn't have a boyfriend. You know how like a lot of people in college have a boyfriend their whole college? No, I was having fun. I was dating. So there was like, I would say there was like a 5 on the roster that.
So would you say you had a type?
Not then, no.
No.
They looked all completely different. One had like blonde hair, was down the shore guy. One had dark hair that was Italian, like from Clifton. He was very mad when I stopped talking to him, but he got over it. Except when we found each other on Instagram and he saw my stepdaughter and was like, "Is that our love child?" I was like, "You're so fucking stupid. Get
Where'd
the
you
fuck out of
come
my
from?
face." It was just a joke. Yeah, go that way.
I'm dead.
So that they were all different. There was one Asian guy. I don't remember his name. But I don't want to be racist and say like some stupid Asian, you know what I mean? Like, I want to say it was Ming. I'm pretty sure it was Ming, but I don't want to be.
Yeah. Okay, so we just.
I was having fun.
We were open-minded.
Yeah.
We were open-minded. Okay, so who would you not date? What are turnoffs? What are turnoffs back then, and what are turnoffs now? And do you feel like have you grown from that? Have you learned some things like I will not be into that now?
Well, I think I've grown now. I think my confidence has changed now. Back then, I was just having fun, so I didn't care.
Okay.
I don't even remember their names.
I'm dead. Spicy.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't remember, I remember their first names. But I don't remember anything else. Turn offs?
Like, what were red flags? It's like, no.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm colorblind to red flags.
I'm dead. She's like, red's my favorite color. I love that shit.
I am
She's
colorblind.
Like, I'm a fire sign too. Let's go.
I am so colorblind to red flags.
Even now?
I'm getting better.
Okay.
I think I'm getting better.
Fair.
Now, I think a turnoff now would just be someone who isn't supportive of this career. That's the whole reason why I'm single. I'm literally, well, so you're going to have exclusive news. My divorce paperwork was just submitted today to court. So
we're good. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm like, wait, I don't know how to react to this. I'm are we reacting happy?
It was my, it was my decision because I wasn't getting the support that I needed for this. So, it's funny because I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, I'm not single because I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm single because I'm not with someone who's giving me the support that I want.
Yes.
So the support that you would want, I guess, like, what does that look like? Because it's like, okay, supportive in what you do, like, meaning, like, not getting jealous, making, like, knowing that you are going to have a schedule that is going to be not as, what's the word? That's going to fluctuate.
Right. Well, like, there has to be flexibility there, but also just like not even so much jealousy because like, here's the thing. If I'm with you, and I'm content and I'm happy, nothing else can take my attention.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. There'll never be jealousy. Like I go out of my way to make my man feel like he's the only person that I see. But if I don't get that support back and be like, yeah, go get him. You got this. That was awesome. Like it got to the point where like, I would literally hear my post come up on his feed and hear him scroll past it.
I'm dead. Not the hearing. It's sending me. It's sending
and I'm
me.
like, did you just scroll past my post? Well, I have to hear you make it. So why do I have to watch it?
It's not the same.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so hurtful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so hurtful. But I see where you're coming from. Like, you have to be definitely supportive of your partner and what they do, because it's like, it's their prerogative. Like, you want to be supportive on that. Yeah. So, okay, I could definitely see that.
And it went from, well, it was different when I was in studio. This is what he said. It was different when I was in studio because he could be a part of it. But now that we're remote, he just had to sit on. I was like,
Still come.
Right? I was like, so if you were playing basketball, because he played basketball, and I came only because I was going to be playing on the court with you, it would be all right for you if I couldn't play. Since I couldn't play, I'm not going to show up to watch you.
Yeah, that's a nice way to think about it. I mean, good for you. You love them.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, people like that, especially if they're not supportive in what you're doing, then don't waste your time anymore. Time is so short.
Right. Time is the only thing that I have that I can never get back. So that is the most expensive thing that I own, and I am not willing to part with it.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we're gonna get a little bit more less heavy.
Oh, okay.
This is where we have a little bit more fun. So
Okay.
I'm curious because we ask this question to every guest that comes on the show. What is Mindminx's favorite sandwich?
Favorite sandwich. All right, so
Like something you could order, no difference. Number one.
All right, so I'm a bit of a food bougie person.
Okay, talk your shit, girl.
All right.
Yes.
So I love a classic chicken parm sandwich, but the chicken cutlet has to be the right thickness. Like I hate when people make it too thick because then it's just like a weird bite, right? And then the marinara has to be like perfectly roasted with garlic, and like, so it's very difficult for me to find. It has to be the right bread. Don't give me that like stale ass fucking, I'm sorry for everyone who loves Subway, but don't give me that fucking stale ass.
Yeah, for real, the end of the butt, mad hard. And I know what you're talking about. Weird ass bread.
Like I love garlic. I was raised Italian, so like there's nothing like a good chicken parm sub, but it has to be good. Like I've been so disappointed. Yes.
I agree with you on the chicken part.
Yeah.
Because it's like once you got like a thick ass piece
It's
of
weird
chicken, it's
bite.
not crispy.
No,
it's not
yeah.
thin. But like you also want to make sure that there is some type of meat in there too.
Yeah.
So I get you on that. Some people just make this like, they're like, this will work. It's like, nah, it's not the same.
And then the sauce has to be just right.
Get some help.
That part. So Mindminx's favorite sandwich is a chicken parm, but nice and thin.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Yep.
Right type of bread. And
Yep.
it has to have garlic on sauce.
Oh yeah.
Love that. That sounds so good.
That was off the cuff, by the way. I just said that natural. I didn't even think about it.
Good. I mean, as you should. It's your favorite sandwich. I feel like we don't got to think about these questions.
Now I want one.
I mean, I don't blame you. You're making me want to crave one. I do see some activity in the check-in.
Yay.
Yes. So We got vegan wine. He's like, I'm a dead. I want to. You guys are crazy.
What?
I swear to God. So we got vegan wine. Like, I'm trying to chicken deep parm up, white marinara. You are crazy. I am not reading your comments anymore, vegan wine. You're done. I've been asking this question for mad long. I can't believe I even read that. Wild ass. Okay. So we asked you your favorite sandwich. So another thing that I want to do is, see, love, if you have a spice card right next to you. Does it say like a little coaster that says Mina Mendoza? It's like a little circle. Oh, it's on the shelf. Maybe there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I
You
can
see
reach that.
Can you reach it?
I don't know.
Let me get it.
I have dinosaur arms.
I'm dead. That's the T-Rex arms. All right,
I
I'm
do.
gonna
I
pass it to you, love.
I have little dinosaur.
So shout out to Nadine Kaiser, because your name's no longer Blanco. You're married now. So she gave me these coasters, Mina Mendoza coasters. So there was a question that I always ask my guests. If you were given this card, and it's like a 24/7 American Express Platinum, like, girl, you'll never owe this, whatever you get with this, nothing. Do whatever you want, 24 hours. But at the strike of 12 midnight on some Cinderella shit, gone. I'm gonna pass you this card.
Okay.
What?
My dinosaur arms.
What are we doing? And, you know, give yourself time a little bit to think of it. But, like, what are we doing, you know? Like, what would you want to do? Who would you want to take care of? Your world's your oyster. There's no right or wrong answer.
Oh, wow. 24,
But it's only 24
hours. Unlimited. Well, I'd buy all the points I could and then save
Points?
them. Yeah.
I'm dead. She's like, I'm going to save them, re-rack them.
Yep.
I love it.
And then travel the fuck out of it. And then I would, I don't know, what can you get? You could buy almost anything with a credit card, but I guess I would just get whatever my kids needed, my granddaughter needed, make sure that they were comfy.
Okay. Love that. Get everybody taken care of.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things. Take care of your family. What else would we do? Girl, the world's your oyster. You could get the freaking necklace from the Titanic if you wanted to with this card.
I'd get all the plastic surgery that I'm trying to get.
I'm dead. She's like, I want to talk to Kris Jenner's doctor. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I would. I feel like she has the best doctor.
Yeah.
It beats whoever. I'm pretty sure that's probably Kim's doctor, but Kris Jenner, I'm always said it. I said it from the beginning. Kris Jenner looks so good for her age.
Well, so I got, I may have lost 145 pounds, but the skin that was holding it is still there. So I want to get all that gone.
It's done,
Yeah.
taken off. Okay. So we're working the body. And I love that you're so honest about it, because I feel like a lot of people frown on plastic surgery.
Oh, God.
But I feel like, why? You know what I mean? As long as, like, it's not unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I support plastic surgery. I support if you want to get a boob job. I support if you want to get a nose job. I support whatever you want to do, as long as, like, you're safe and you're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once we're, like, creating things that just seem abnormal, like, for example, no judgment, but, like, I've seen people on television that would just have, like, boobs.
Yeah.
Like, where their skin looks like it's about to rip out. I'm like,
Yep.
yo, that's, like, wild crazy. Like, you're about to look mad wild crazy when you're older.
Or how about people get plastic surgery to look like a celebrity?
That part. So that's why I'm just like, I mean, kudos for the doctors that were able to work on that, you know, because I think that's definitely an art and a talent. But I'm a little concerned about the person that wants this. You know, it's just kind of like, yo, Michael Jackson, why'd you keep cutting your nose off? Like, you know what I mean? That's like why I don't support it. I'm like, that's wild crazy. So I love that you're so positive about it. It's like, hey, I need to get this done, but I need fucking science to do that shit. So, like, let's go. I'm here for that. I love that. Would you ever get a BBL?
I would not.
Would not?
Yeah, I lost 145 pounds. I'm pretty sure 50 of it was from my ass alone. So
Girl,
I'm
you
not
could
putting it back.
Squatty squat. You're
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
no,
the
I'm doing
gym,
squats, yeah.
All that.
I'm doing squats.
I'm not a fan of BBLs.
Yeah.
They're dangerous. Like, super dangerous. I feel like a lot of people don't really. I'm not. Okay. It's like your boobs. You need something to go in there. You know, you can't just grow boobs.
Yeah.
But you could grow an ass.
You're right.
You know what I
Right, 'cause
mean?
there's muscle back there.
Yeah, like you can't just be like, I want to be a double D. No, it's not gonna happen. Like you need something,
Yeah.
you know?
There's no manifesting that.
Nah, but like it's like BBLs. Like, like I just seen so many. I'm concerned of what the generation is gonna look like in 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like, yo, you just got started getting some shit done. Like, what's gonna happen in 30 years? We're gonna have like compensation 1-800 numbers. Like, did you get a BBL? You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like too soon.
Yeah.
Where I feel like we didn't perfect it.
Right.
Because I feel like you could get a BBL, right? But your ass is gonna sink
Yep.
in 5 years. You can't fight that. You can't fight gravity. So you have to constantly get it done. Like your boobs, you can have a little bit of time with them, like a decade. But your ass, you have to go to the gym. You have to get these massages.
Well, that's part of the problem. People think that they can just get this plastic surgery and not do anything after. And that's even with weight loss surgery, because I had weight loss surgery. That was, that's how I did this. I don't want to lie about that. I don't want people to think that. I wish I could be one of those people that just said, I'm ready to lose weight, and I lost 145 pounds. No, I had weight loss surgery. I was 333 pounds at my highest recorded. I know I was higher than that. But I had weight loss surgery. But I know so many people that did it and thinking that was
That's it.
Yeah. That wasn't,
That's a whole new respect, girl. That's a whole new respect. And I love that, like, it's very inspirational, this interview, because I feel like you don't let things stop you. Because that's scary. To me, that's scary, girl. You're going through under the knife, like, you're getting a procedure done that's going to alter your life forever.
Forever. Yep.
And you're positive. You're a mom. You're a grandma. You're
I
a
am
grandma.
a grandmother, yep.
You just recently got divorced and you're out here smiling and shit.
Yep.
Like, it's like, yo, it's not phasing you. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, like, it's giving empowerment vibes. It's giving that.
Thank you.
Superhero girl vibes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's very just, it feels good to meet another woman that is not scared of what they're gonna encounter in life. A lot of women and people, like, they'll go through something and it's like it's over. For you, I feel like it's a new chapter.
Yeah, it's a whole new book. Never mind a chapter.
I love this. This is dope. This is really dope. All right. I don't want to keep taking it away, though. Anything else that you would do with the 24-hour card, though?
Yeah, just buy every fucking point I could on every other
point?
Yeah.
Anything in general with your career or what you're doing?
What I'm doing now, I feel like, all right, so I'm big into the universe. So no, I'm not going to buy anything. What I tell everybody is that just every door that opens, I'm walking through.
Okay.
So every opportunity that comes. So no, there's nothing that what could I buy to help what I'm doing? I can't, there's nothing that I can buy that'll help me become a better conversationalist. There's nothing that I can buy that will help my research skills. Could I, use it to build a team so that I wouldn't have to do my own hair and makeup? But that, again, it's only 24 hours. So how would that, unless I like paid for a year in advance or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
You can do anything.
All right. So then I'm paying for
Like, yo, I want my makeup done every day.
my hair every week.
Day. I'm going to pay you
All right,
right
so
now.
all right, so that I'll do. Because
Okay.
I get my, I have my stylist. I do my own makeup. So I would still probably do my own makeup. I don't trust anybody else to do my face.
Really?
Yeah. I've gone to a couple different makeup artists and I hated what they did. So
Oh my God. Why?
I know my face best and everybody tries to do what they think they should do. And I'm like, dude, I'm 47 years old. Please don't put lashes on my eyes.
You don't like lashes?
No.
Not even like small ones? Like in the corner?
I haven't tried that, but it always makes them
Like a Marilyn
fall.
Monroe. Look, she only wore them on the corner.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you have pretty eyes. It will go with it.
Thank you.
You don't need like a full set, but just a little like, beep.
No.
That'd be so cute. Just saying, putting it out there.
Okay,
Putting it
I'll
out there.
try.
So I have, because time is going very quick on us. You keep mentioning astrology.
Yes.
Why are we so connected with this?
For me, I believe in energy.
Okay.
I believe energy going out and energy coming in.
Okay.
And astrology is a big part of that. And I was just having this conversation. I said, scientifically speaking, the moon affects the tides. And, the ocean consists, of like, 90% of the entire Earth. So if the small moon that's in our atmosphere can affect those tides,
Yeah.
how can we possibly believe that the gravitational pull of the moon and its energy wouldn't affect us, and we're 70% water? So I believe in all of that. I believe that the placement of the planets in the sky as they're moving, because of their own gravitational pull, affects our energy. And we know for a fact that, energy fields exist. It's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
Those are all real things, man-made by scientists. So if they're man-made, why can't they naturally exist as well?
Okay. I like that. I mean, astrology has been with us for a long time. A long time. I think like Egyptians have it, Babylonians, maybe I think some Greek and Romans. I don't know. It's just been in like
Everything, sure.
civilization. So like when you think of astrology, right? Are there any signs where you're just like,
no,
that you get along more as friends? Is there signs that you get along more in relationships?
Wait, what sign are you before I say something?
I don't know. Well, I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
I usually don't get along with Aquarius, but that's another
odd
air
to
sign.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you feel like you and Aquarius will butt heads?
I think there's a rivalry. And
like
people seem to underestimate me until they realize that they shouldn't, and then it's too late.
Okay. Because I know Aquarius people are very rebellious. Rebellious, they think outside the box. They're like the thinkers.
But they like to think that they're better.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm not an Aquarius.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I should have known this. We've had this conversation.
I'm not.
But I feel like everybody else here is an Aquarius.
Well, it's okay. I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. Marv is like, what? You talking about me?
I know Marv is. I know. Bravery up.
Yes.
I know that Matt is.
Yeah.
I know that I think Ugo is. I think they're all fucking Aquarius. And I get along with you guys, though. You guys like me.
I'm dead. He's like, not after you said that shit. Like, yo.
Too late. They already like me.
I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a lot of different Aquarius people. But it's funny that you say that because there's some Aquarius people that I like love, but I learned to love because they're so like different. Like I have so many Aquarius people in my life. Like I remember there's some Aquariuses that I do feel like are too opinionated.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Where it's almost like even when you try to create an open mind situation, it's like they'll listen, but it's still like the stubbornness. Like I feel like they still want to see their way. And I don't know if maybe that was like a better type of vibe, but definitely see where you're coming from. It's like it's like a struggle bus sometimes with them, you know?
Yeah.
And but one thing I can say about Aquarius is because my business partner is an Aquarius, and one thing that I love about her is like when they got an idea, they at least for her, she follows through. Like this idea will just spark and they'll make it happen, you know? And it makes my life easier because I'm a Capricorn, and with me, it's like I'm so much about business, and I'm a talker, I'm a seller, I'm this and that. When it comes to those organizational skills of like getting a task done, it stresses me out. So like I don't know, maybe it's like my opposite, the way I work with her.
Yin and your yang.
But I'm great with Aquarius as business partners, as friends, really great. Relationships, not so much. It's very
So honestly, literally everyone I've been meeting has been one sign. Literally.
What do you mean?
Everyone that I've met since I've become single are the same sign.
Aquarius?
No.
I'm like, who are you meeting? What sign? Who is like stalking your Libra ass?
Nobody's stalking my ass. I'm too boring for that.
I'm dead. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say. You'd be surprised. You're probably like on a couple people's, like, not a couple. I definitely think you're on people's search bar. They wait for you to post something.
I hope so. Isn't that the point?
I think you definitely got your people's love. You just don't know, you know? I feel like if I think you're inspiring and you're motivating and you're empowering, I'm sure there's a lot of people that think that, but they just don't say it.
Which is why. Why don't they say it? Like, everybody's watching, but they don't want to make a comment or they don't want to like.
Because honestly, girl, I mean,
Just do it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for what you said. You know what I mean? But it also goes to like those people that just follow you and don't like.
Yeah.
But they'll watch your story
my God.
religiously, but they won't like, they won't share, they won't repost. But you guys been following each other for like 10 years and they seen they seen your child grow up. They seen you get married, all this shit, but no words. So it's like, I don't know. People, I feel like it's the phone that creates people to get lost in translation. And that's something that I'm envious about the era that you grew in, that I feel like we didn't even get to talk to.
Yeah, it sucks though. Like there's no, all right. So anything that
You
I
had it
did
with
in college,
communication.
anything that I did in college, there's no record of.
No picture. No, like,
Nothing.
yo, let me tag Mindminx real quick, you know?
Like, we had so much fun back then. So much fun.
Secrets. I mean, fun. And I also feel like it's the chase. Like, imagine, like, damn it. Like, I feel like now, like, a guy, like, once you follow, approve a guy on IG or a partner or whatever, because nowadays it's like gender's just a spectrum. So it's just like, all they have to do is look through your IG and get an idea of who you're hanging out with, where you're at, what you're doing. Back then, it was like a mystery. You really just met this person in a bar. And it's like, you really got to get to know them. Because like nowadays, like I said, I could approve you. Let me look at my Mindminx tags pictures. Oh shit, she knows my cousin. Let me call my cousin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then, it was fucking mystery. No one knew shit. You were able to creep back then. Now you can't even do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. You can't do that because, yo, someone will tag you on a picture like, yo, that's your boyfriend?
Oh my, I still get that now. Like if I pose with somebody, but all my friends are gay. So that's the funniest
all
part.
my friends are gay.
No, they are.
Yo, shout out to Pride Month.
Shout out to
Shout
Pride.
out
Happy
to
Pride
Pride.
Month. So all my friends are gay. And we just got back from DR and we took this beautiful group picture all together.
Yeah.
And somebody literally screenshotted it, sent this to me, and they're like, yo, is this the new one? And I'm like, yo, he's gay.
Gay. I like that. I like that I know what you mean by that. All right, my love. We got the wrap it up sign coming up. This is usually the time where I want you to give your shout outs, love. Your shout outs, where the people can find you. Where's your Instagram handle? Anything new that you're working on for next week, especially since you have your own podcast show. This is your time.
Okay, so I definitely want to give a shout out to Mixed Vibes Radio because my engineer has been by my side since day one. He's my ride or die. Shout out to Bravery because if it wasn't for them and first class, second place, I wouldn't know any of you guys. So I definitely want to shout out to my support system. You guys all know who you are, to Cause. What I'll be doing right now is I'll be doing a lot of media coverage coming up. So on Saturday, I will be at an event for Uniquely Coordinated. I forgot what it's called and I don't have a flyer, but it's posted on my Instagram. And on July 21st, I'll be doing media coverage for the Pink Carpet.
Pink Carpet?
Yeah. So DJ June, who is Redman's DJ, is hosting an event empowering women. So I'll be doing media coverage for that.
That's dope.
Yes, I'm super excited about that one.
Okay.
And as far as my show, I'll be doing artists for Uniquely Coordinated. So check that out coming up this summer. It'll be a uniquely coordinated summer with the Mindminx show.
I love that. And where can people find you?
So I am on Instagram at Mindminx, MINDMINX, and TikTok by the same name. Twitter, not so much. Yeah, I think I'm too old for Twitter.
No tweet, not the Twitter.
And Facebook is for family only. So
okay. All right. So everybody who's been vibing with us on the show, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to that channel. Girl, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like I learned a lot about you because I'm like, I feel like I didn't want to dissect you right away. So I'm glad that this happened organically. So yeah, we're out of here. Catch us next week, 7 p.m. We're going to be live again. Shout out to Bravery Studios. And yeah, Marv, take us out of here. Bye. Let's go.